Thank you for watching my channel today. Basically, this is something I want to just report on that is very interesting to me, and I like to share my own thoughts on it. Basically, a black Democrat is leaving the Democratic Party and is switching to become a Republican. I can't believe this. It is happening. It is happening. Biden just lost one. So let's go and hear what CNN is saying about it, and then I'll give my thoughts at the end.
Serve as a Republican in the Georgia General Assembly. Representative MAINOR joins me now. Welcome. I'm glad that you are here. I'm looking forward to hearing your insight and your views on this. And many people are wondering, why did you leave the Democratic Party?
I think you said it spot on. I'm just trying to represent District 56, the people of Atlanta, Georgia, and Fulton County. And as a former Democrat, it was quite difficult to get things done if you have groups of people continuously and relentlessly trying to stop every single move I did for my community. I could give you a plethora of examples, but along the way, I got things done anyway, really because of the help of my Republican counterparts. And I'm appreciative of them as well as my community.
And if you notice, she's just properly articulated herself well and given basic reasons why she left. The Democratic Party were just difficult. That's all they were. They were just difficult. They didn't give her the leeway to act on what was beneficial to her community. So if she's not getting the help that she needs from the Democratic Party, the best thing for her to do is to go to wherever she can get help. And some people tend not to understand these kinds of things, especially when it comes to politics. It's like wash one hand and you wash the other hand by helping the other person. But in this sense, they were not even helping her wash her hands. So she had to go to the Republican Party, and the Republican Party gave her the help that she needed for her community to prosper.
There have been issues in terms of police funding and prosecutorial discretion, issues of school choice. I know that you have been at odds with many Democrats in the General Assembly. But one of the questions people have is if you feel as though the Democratic Party was not supportive of you and your colleagues not supportive of you, why choose to go Republican as opposed to, say, independent? I understand that as recently as last year, you said you would never switch parties. What changed to go Republican rather than independent?
So in Georgia, it's not really easy to be an independent. Last year, or at the last election, I got about 20,000 votes. To be independent, you have to get thousands of signatures for to even be on the ballot. So it really is impractical to be an independent.
In the state of Georgia, she's absolutely right. It is impractical, or in most states anyway. To be an independent, you need lots of signatures. You need lots of people to say, okay, you're an independent, we're going to be we're going to vote for you, you know. If she doesn't get the minimum amount of signatures, that means she can pretty much not be a representative of anyone. So for CNN to ask such a question, it's like they don't know the facts. They know, so they're just throwing that question out. Why be a Republican when you can be an independent? So if you cannot be a Democrat, that basically means you cannot be anyone at all. So just go be independent. Then you don't get the votes that you need or the signatures that you need to actually do anything significant for your people. Listen on.
Georgia.
Well, given that, does it sound like, are you truly a Republican now, or it was just politically expedient to be that now then, based on that?
So when I came into office, I came in as a Democrat. I've been a Democrat my entire life. That's all I knew.
As most black people, most African American blacks are pretty much Democrats for life. It takes an eye-opening experience to get them to change who they are. Their grandfather was a Democrat. Their grandmother was a Democrat. Their father and their mother on both sides were Democrats. Their sisters, uncles, aunties were all Democrats. So they breed and live their lives as Democrats. But when they have that epiphany of understanding, when their eyes open, then they see that, I've been going about this the wrong way. I'd rather become who I'm supposed to be. a Republican. And pretty much, most of them are actually Republicans at heart, but they really don't know that they are, except when they get that eye-opening experience. But then, most of them, they know that they're Republicans at heart, but they just ignore it.
It wasn't until becoming a policymaker, actually looking at the policy, digging into the fine details, that many people said, okay, you're actually not a Democrat, you are a centrist or you are a moderate. As a layperson, had no idea that that was such a thing. And now I am still a moderate and still a centrist, but just on the Republican side.
When you're up for re-election, I believe, in 2024, and I do wonder what your constituents that you are representing must feel about it. I recognize it's not a monolith. I can't say what do all the people we represent actually believe about a particular issue, but I am curious as to how you intend to either seek re-election or what will be your stance, knowing that you have done quite a switch from the Democrats to Republicans.
So the beautiful thing about this, Laura, is
I want to hear her answer, and I like the way she started. The beautiful thing about this is
I campaigned on public safety as a Democrat. I campaigned on parent choice, school choice as a Democrat. I campaigned on victim rights as a Democrat. Those are the things I fought for inside the Capitol. Those are the exact same things I'm going to fight for on the Republican ticket. I do plan on running again. And once the decision was made and it was announced, I immediately got a flood of text messages saying, I'm still going to support you, Representative MAINOR. Phone calls, emails. I know that you've been seeing all of the hate emails and text messages online, but for every one of those hate emails I'm receiving hundreds of letters of support. Local media, they've been out in the community asking people, how do you feel about this? The responses are, I can't wait to see what she's going to do with it. So I plan on winning District 56. I've won it twice with multiple people in my race without a runoff. They voted for me. They did not vote for the alphabet next to my name.
That is awesome. That is just awesome. Well, when re-election comes around, I bet you there are good people in Georgia that would vote for MAINOR. So many people will vote for her still. So many people still love her. What they looked at is, or what they are looking at is her character. It's not her being a Democrat or Republican. It's her character. Her character speaks volumes. She's done well for her community. She's done well for the state of Georgia. If she even tries or thinks about in the future to run for a higher office, hey, you never know. There's so many people that love her and they'll back her up. They'll vote for her. They'll bring her into office, into power, so that she can do more stuff for the state of Georgia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Remember to hit the notification bell below, like this channel, subscribe to this channel, and share this video. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Stay American.